boost myself up there, Oliver.
What was that?
I'm trying to get the looks of my youth back, but I don't think it's possible.
I don't think you look a day over 20. I don't think you look a day over 20.
What do you want? You want some kind of reward for saying that?
It's in the contract. I was obligated to say that.
Oh, I see.
First time I met Ray, Renee and I had been dating 2 months, maybe 2 months, and so
that was in Greeley, right?
in Greeley. So one day, Ray and Cindy and Danielle was like 12 when Renee and I started dating. So the three of them come up and we go to lunch at Fat Albert's in Greeley, which is a pure casual restaurant, kind of like Chili's, but it was a local place. So we're eating lunch. Ray didn't say a word to me.
We'd go to restaurants and he'd never order food, and because he knew we weren't going to eat it all. And then by the end of the meal, we would all pass it over to Dad. So I think I learned my thriftiness from my dad.
Yeah, because Ray said, don't date any actors. Well, of course, that's what I was studying at the time. So I was like, oops.
No, Tammy and I snuck in after a cast party because we didn't want to spend the night at our friend's house. So we decided to sneak in the house. And it got Mom all upset because we snuck in and she was freaked out and you were mad and you said, Beviers do not make mistakes.
It's better now.
Now that I know you're all right.
That way he got you that job.
Hey, I got you out of the acting thing, though.
You don't want to be an actor.
That's true.
I have to tell you, I kind of lied to you there.
What, that Beviers don't make
We
mistakes?
make mistakes.
Happy birthday!
When you take the Christmas tree down, you got to take it somewhere. So
I think I know this.
Ray talked me into it. He says, up north over here, there's nothing in there. We can dump it right there. There's nobody who lives there. Where Debbie and Jerry's house is right now,
That's where it
well,
was.
there's a railroad track runs across.
Yeah.
So Ray says, let's dump it right here. And we went over the railroad tracks, went around the corner, and there was a spot. We figured, well, that's a good spot to dump. So we dumped a Christmas tree and some branches, and he had some other junk.
Oh, not junk, biodegradable.
Okay, he says biodegradable. So anyway, we dumped it over
I
there.
didn't dump any old toasters or, wash
As
machines.
we were about to leave, here comes lights.
We would be in the car ready to go, and he would come out and decide that he needed to do a 12-point check of the car before we were allowed to leave. And we're like, we need to go like right now. And he's like, let me just check your fluid, check the brakes, and he would do all this check. So Tammy and I finally just resigned ourselves that we weren't going to go anywhere until he was done with his 12-point check.
When I was dating, I asked some older guy, I said, do women ever fart? I'm in my car and I'm holding the damn thing. And he said, oh yeah, they fart once you get to know them.
I just remember Cindy would be outside and she'd be telling Ray what to do, and Ray'd go around and do it in the yard because it's a big yard.
Ray had asked me to do his yard work, and there was a lot of weeds, and the bushes were overgrown, and we went to the backyard, and when we took it all apart, we found a really nice walking path, and he said that walking path was a walking path that his wife had made. And I thought that was really cool, and he was pretty excited to see it again since the weeds had covered it all up.
I want that blue one. I want the one all the way in the front.
Danielle, we were expecting a little more than just a happy birthday over there. Where's them dancing girls you promised us? Are they going to be here a little later? What do you think?
I hope so. We'll see.
Either that or we got to come out to California. We'll be out there then.
Happy birthday, Ray!
Oh, thank you. My God. Thank you.
You're welcome. Here's a nice little balloon for you. Green. So as kids, little kids, I remember going on little road trips, and you always wanted to take these shortcuts, but they never ended up really being shortcuts. I think we got lost half of the time.
Ray, congratulations, another year.
So one of my favorite and most annoying memories about Ray BeVier, we were camping, and this is before kids, camping with John and Tammy. Jerry and I were camping with them, and it was a very sleepless night. No one sleeps their first night in a camping in a tent on the ground. Well, Ray found out where we were camping. He comes up the next day around noon, says hello, finds a rock and an empty spot on the ground, and falls asleep right in the middle of our campsite, on the dirt, on a rock. It was so disrespectful.
Oh, yeah,
no, that's what you did.
Because she had a sleepless night the night before. And it's like, wait a minute, he can sleep anywhere? I couldn't sleep, and I had a sleeping bag and a tent and all that stuff.
I guess that's your hidden talent.
I met Ray BeVier, or I put it this way.
How you doing?
I rode the elevator with Ray BeVier before I even knew him several times, and I was always sort of mystified because here's this guy, a little older, shuffling into the elevator. He's a prominent investment advisor downtown Denver, but he would walk in with a suit, a little bit disheveled, always wearing, and then he's wearing, I looked down, he's wearing like Birkenstocks. Those are his dress shoes. And then he's walking in and he's got like 4 or 5 plastic grocery bags full of who knows what. I mean, I'm sure they're research reports, but there he is. And then ironically, 4 years later, he's my partner. That's my,
Happy birthday, Papa Ray!
25 years ago, I met you at the White Fence Farm, which is no longer there, but I think I started our relationship with the joke about green beans and human beings, and I know how you love me to hear me say that joke over and over, and I've humored you, and I've done that joke over and over and over.
Happy 79th birthday to my favorite, wonderful dad. How do I simply sum up what you mean to all of us, except to thank you for being our faithful and loving father. Thank you for always being there for Mom and your 3 girls and now your grandchildren. You are definitely our rock. You have the most gracious and giving heart. You are a character and definitely beat to your own drum, and I love you up to heaven.
I love the guy. He's got a great family. I do think that you can tell a guy's greatness by the kind of family he's got, and he's got a heck of a family.
We know it's for someone who's right in his one. So look all around you for somebody who is smiling and happy. My goodness, it's you. Happy birthday, Ray, from all of us to you. Happy birthday, Ray, from all of us to you. We congratulate you and pray the best for